Hello, my dear students. Today we are beginning the second month of our course. And I hope that you have been enjoying our learning process. And today we are going to talk about this woman. Her name is Marie Kondo. And to begin with, I think that everyone cares about their home, about their space, and tries to make it more comfortable and cozy, tries to create beauty around them. And that's why I'm going to tell you about the one who is really passionate about beauty, cleanliness. And she's not only passionate about it, she's not only obsessed with it, but she shares her ideas with the world. And she has written several books, and one of them is The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, the Japanese art of decluttering and organizing. And you can find it in our Milaman stores. And maybe you have heard it, maybe even you have read it, because I have heard about it, but I haven't read it. So and she is the one who make others she make others feel the same feeling, the same need for cleanliness, for order, for beauty around them. And she helps thousands of people organize their space effectively. So today we are going to talk about her, and she is called one of the tidiest women in the world. And why is she called so? We're going to find out in this video clip.
So you've been called the tidiest woman in the world, and at what point, how old were you when you realized you would be the tiniest, not tiniest, yes. She's not the tiniest. Yeah. There are other people that are tinier.
Yeah.
When did you realize?
仕事をしようと思ったことってことかな。まだ質問になってないですね。
Yeah, I know, that's what I said. So, the tiniest woman in the world. What age were you when you realized you'd do this?
もうその時からずっと片付けを続けていて、仕事にしようと思ったのは19歳の時からです。
So I started working as a tidying and organizing consultant when I was 19 years old.
Okay, and people wait months and months for you to go to their house and help them, right?
そうですね。最長で今まで6ヶ月間お待ちいただいたことがあります。
Longest was 6 months wait list.
Wow. There's a lot of messy people out there, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why she's called the tidiest woman in the world, because her ideas spread all over the world. So now let's get to know her closer, okay? And what kind of person is she, and so and other information. So Marie Kondo is a Japanese organizing expert who has written several books and presented various shows on how to declutter your house. Declutter, расхламлять. She is also a business consultant who is famous for inventing the KonMari method. Известна тем, что изобрела новый метод. The KonMari method is focused on the need for decluttering and keeping only those things which spark joy. То есть этот метод, он сфокусирован или нацелен на то, чтобы расхламлять или оставлять только те вещи, которые вызывают радость. Вот этот spark joy – это ее термин. Kondo's obsession with organizing and tidying up spaces started at a young age. When she turned 19, she started her own consulting company that focused on organizing other people's homes and offices. Soon enough, the word spread, and her business grew popular. Вскоре слово распространилось, то есть молва распространилась, и ее бизнес начал расти и стал популярным. With the release of her first book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, the Japanese art of decluttering and organizing, she became a national celebrity in Japan. С выпуском новой книги, от новые слова, with the release of her first book. The book's translation to English attracted more people, and her fan base grew. Ее база, фанаты ее росли, число фанатов. Soon her book topped the New York Times bestseller list, and people started adopting the KonMari method in their everyday lives. Topped, получается, вышла в топ, да, всех бестселлеров Нью-Йорк Таймса в списке, и люди начали применять. Adopt, применять этот метод в их обычной жизни. She was then named among the 100 most influential people in 2015 by Time magazine. Since achieving this, Kondo has featured in a successful Netflix series and several other TV shows, which have established her as a cultural phenomenon across the globe. She has featured, это она появилась или как бы она снималась в нескольких сериях, да, в успешных Netflix series. Netflix это такой сайт, откуда можно смотреть разные фильмы. She currently leads her company, KonMari LLC, and gives lectures on the KonMari method. Okay, next, and this is what she writes about her way to declutter and to tidy her home, having 2 babies. Okay, she has 2 girls. Okay, so let's read it. When I first became a mother, I felt frustrated when I couldn't tidy my home exactly the way I wanted. I felt frustrated, то есть я расстраивалась. Then after having my second child, I didn't even have the energy to consider some of my former practices around the house. То есть даже после того, как я родила второго ребенка, я даже не рассматривала, даже не было энергии рассматривать как бы или думать о том, чтобы применять свои старые практики. Former practices, то есть бывшие практики. Motherhood taught me to be more forgiving of myself. Материнство как бы научило меня прощать себя. The joy that comes from parenting exceeds any satisfaction that could have come from a perfectly neat home. Вот эта радость, которая приходит от родительства, from being mother, превышает любое удовлетворение, которое могло бы прийти от абсолютно чистого дома. With this in mind, here are some tips that helps me keep my home in order with 2 young children. So the first tip is, as you tidy, explain to your children what you are doing so they can learn from you. Try to convey that tidying is a part of maintaining a comfortable home. If they see their parents tidying regularly with a smile, children will think of tidying as a positive everyday activity. Здесь, думаю, все понятно. Нужно разговаривать с детьми в то время, как вы убираетесь. Try to convey. Старайтесь передать. Convey – это передать, что уборка – это часть как бы поддержки комфортности в доме, да? Maintain – это как поддерживать порядок, комфорт и так далее. Если видят, что родители убираются регулярно и с улыбкой, значит, они будут думать, что это как бы positive everyday activity. Next tip is, show your children that tidying and playing go together. When children are around 1 year old and can begin to walk, encourage them to put their belongings away after play. То есть подталкивайте их, да, даже если им всего 1 годик, подталкивайте их раскладывать свои вещи по местам. Put away – это раскладывать по местам. Сейчас я дам новые слова. So, children's toys seem to multiply and quickly become scattered throughout the house. Designate a set location where each of these toys will be kept and make sure your children are aware of where their toys belong. Then they can assist you with putting away their own toys. Детские игрушки, они обычно только умножаются, да, и постепенно становятся раскинутыми по всему дому. Определите специальное место, где каждая из этих игрушек будет содержаться, и как бы удостоверьтесь, чтобы дети знали, где их, куда принадлежат их игрушки, да, то есть по ее логике, по ее философии, каждая вещь имеет свое место, свой дом, and each thing, everything belongs to its own place, own home, and they can assist you, и они могут помочь вам убирать свои игрушки. Of course, on some days, encouraging my daughters to tidy can feel like a losing battle. Rather than getting frustrated with them or attempting to tidy up after them throughout the day, I wait until my daughters go to sleep, then clean up in one shot. It usually only takes 10 minutes or so because everything we own already has a designated home. That's the KonMari way. В некоторые дни подталкивать или как бы вдохновлять дочерей, чтобы они убирались, это обычно превращается в losing battle, да, то есть вы проигрываете, часто это не получается на самом деле делать. Дети не любят убираться. И вместо того, чтобы расстраиваться и пытаться убираться в течение целого дня, я жду, пока мои дети не уснут, и потом сразу в один раз убираюсь. И обычно у меня на это уходит 10 минут, и где-то возле этого, потому что все, что мы имеем, чем мы владеем, уже имеет свое место. И в этом именно смысл KonMari метода. То есть в каждой вещи должно быть место. Okay? So, and this is a new lexis, new words that may be useful for you. Declutter, избавляться от хлама, расхламлять. Okay? Declutter your home, you should declutter your space, you should declutter your kitchen, for example. It means you should get rid of those things that you don't need or that don't spark joy in you. Okay? Spark joy, it means give joy. If the thing doesn't give a joy, doesn't spark a joy inside you, then you can easily get rid of it. You can say thank you and then you can get rid of it. Get rid of something, избавиться. Obsession, одержимость. Feel frustrated, раздражаться, расстраиваться, быть подавленной. Need home, keep my home in order, содержать дом в порядке. Думаю, всем нужны эти слова, даже если здесь есть не мамы, да, и только студенты. Maintain a comfortable home, maintain order, поддерживать порядок. Encourage, очень хорошее слово. Encourage, вдохновлять, поощрять, подталкивать, воодушевлять. Все это означает encourage. Encourage someone to do something. For example, I should encourage you to learn English. I should encourage you to love English. Next, put away your things, or clothes, or toys, or everything. Put away, разложить вещи по местам. Belong, принадлежать. Each item should belong to its own place. Everything should have their home. This is the main idea of Marie Kondo. Okay. Attempt. It can be a verb and it can be a noun at the same time, so it means пытаться, попытка. Empty the drawers. Empty, it can be an adjective, you know, empty, пустой, but also it can be a verb and it means опустошить. Fold, складывать. Fold in half, сложить в два. Fold into a small rectangle, сложить как бы в маленький прямоугольник. Сейчас мы будем смотреть видео. Now we're gonna watch the video clip and you will hear these words. Place something into the box. Place vertically. Okay, разместить в вертикальном положении. So now we're gonna I'm going to show you some videos with some ideas of Marie Kondo, and then I will explain you the new grammar topic. And this is an official trailer from the Netflix series featuring Marie Kondo.
I have so much stuff.
It's a never-ending battle to fight the clutter.
With the baby coming, we got to get our stuff in order.
We had to downsize from a 4-story house to a 2-bedroom apartment.
I lost my husband. I don't know that I have everything it takes to get rid of his belongings.
Hello, I'm Marie Kondo. 私のミッションは片付けによって世界をときめかせていくことです。Let's start tidying.
This girl's no joke.
This is amazing.
We have too much stuff. It's official.
It's so hard to let it go. I don't want to just, dump it. I want to be thoughtful about it.
Choose items that spark joy for you.
Spark joy. It's not as easy as I thought it was gonna be.
We're on board. We want to change. I just want it to be strong enough to change me.
I can let it go. Arigato.
I am going to figure out what sparks joy in my life.
I can't believe you can touch the carpet.
New day, new joy. Thank you for being here for us and wanting to help us.
I hope you know how much this means to me.
Here we go.
So if you have some time to watch this Netflix series, I really recommend you to watch. Because there are a lot of Americans who speaks English. So Marie Kondo, she doesn't speak English well. She speaks normally she speaks only Japanese, and even if she speaks, for example, English, she has a huge accent. You know, because Japanese people, they have some difficulties in pronouncing L sound. They can't pronounce L sound. They can't say like building because it's very, very hard for them. So that's why she has she normally doesn't speak English in this Netflix series, but if you have some time, you can watch it. Okay, and now I'm going to explain you some grammar points, some grammar topics, some grammar themes, and it's going to be zero conditionals. Conditionals, it's when there is a condition, when there is if, yes, if это если есть условие. Zero conditions это когда у нас нулевое условие, то есть, ну, лучше объяснить таким образом. Zero conditionals это когда мы говорим о каких-то существующих обычных фактах или о настоящем как бы времени, да, то есть present situation, present action, action in the present and its consequences и его последствия. На самом деле в английском языке есть 4 видов conditionals. Это zero, first, second and third conditionals. Еще есть mixed conditionals, но на этом уровне мы пройдем три вида. Zero, first and second conditionals, and they are very, very important to know it. And so that's why today we're going to deal with zero conditionals. И как я уже сказала, это ситуация или действие в настоящем и его последствия, либо это общие факты. Например, if you heat water to 100 degrees Celsius, it boils. Если вы подогреете воду до 100 градусов, оно кипит. То есть если подогреть воду, или если вы подогреваете воду, то оно кипит. Или, например, my mom gets cross if I don't tidy my room. Моя мама злится, если я не убираю свою комнату. Не будет злиться, не путайте с future actions, потому что future actions это у нас first conditionals, мы потом с ним будем разбираться. То есть это все в настоящем, общие факты. Мама злится, то есть обычно мама злится, если я не убираюсь дома. Да? А разозлиться и да будет злиться, это все будет first conditionals. А теперь посмотрите, каждое такое conditional состоит из двух частей. If предложение и главное предложение. И оно может меняться местами, как вот тут. Вот, например, в первом предложении вот оно if предложение, а вот оно главное предложение, то есть его последствия. Да? Если вы подогреете воду, то его последствия, оно кипит. А здесь у нас, например, сперва идет как бы последствия, то есть факт, а потом идет как бы его причина, да, если я не убираю дома. Теперь посмотрите, в обеих частях мы используем просто present simple. Получается zero conditionals и самое легкое, как бы самое легкое conditionals, потому что first conditionals там в главном будет future simple, а здесь просто present simple ставите и все на этом. Okay? So, and there are some tasks for you to do at home. Here you can complete the sentences with these verbs. For example, if you leave butter in the sun, если вы оставите масло на солнце, оно растает, да, и вы должны найти это слово. Дальше. You should complete the sentences with information that is true for you, that is true about you, and so you should use the zero conditional. То есть используем заканчивайте эти предложения, используя zero conditionals, и чтобы это было про вас. Okay? Например, my parents get angry if. Мои родители злятся, если. Или вы можете написать my children get angry. Если, например, у вас нет родителей, либо если вы слишком взрослый человек. Okay, next task is to read this article at home. This article is written by Marie Kondo, so it's not adapted. Я его не адаптировала. Это все, что она пишет про себя. So this article is about her grandmother, her influence on tidying family, and beyond. So you should read it, and then you should answer these questions. So it's kind of a reading and speaking task. Okay, in what way did she, I mean, grandmother, influence Mary? What was so special about those silver sandals? So they're going to talk about it here. And which words and phrases would you like to copy, try to memorize, and use? Также вы должны выписать слова which you think is very important and very useful and very interesting for you to use. And the last task is task third. Здесь ошибка. Okay, you should it's as always, it's a speaking task. You should answer these questions. Do you care so much about the order in your home? What is Marie Kondo's main idea in creating neat and comfortable space at home? Do you agree with her method of folding clothes and storing things? Would you follow her advice? Кстати, as for me, I have followed her advice and I have stored my children's clothes in their drawers, following her method, and I think it's very, very useful, and it was very effective way because they can do it themselves, and you can easily find what you want because you can see them. You can see all of your t-shirts, all of your pants, all of your underwear, because they are placed vertically and you can see them at once. Okay, when you just draw the drawer, when you open the drawer, you can see them at once and you can find what you want immediately. So that's why I think it's very, very effective way in storing clothes. Okay, would you be interested to watch Netflix series with Marie in American Families? Do you consider yourself a neatly organized person? Are you obsessed with cleanliness and order? How often do you declutter your home? And do you think it's a good idea to keep only those things that spark joy? How do you think why Marie Kondo became so famous and successful? Okay, so this is the end. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.